It's almost here. Philadelphia Eagles, defending Super Bowl champs, about to start that campaign to defend that title Thursday against the Micah Parsons less Dallas Cowboys. I want to talk quick here about what I call three big concerns with this Eagles team headed into this season. I'm curious what y'all think about this as well. I think maybe the biggest for all of us, I think there seems to be pretty much a consensus right here, and that is CB2. What is going on with the cornerback, the second cornerback position on the opposite side of Kenyon Mitchell? We just don't seem to be able to solidify that position. Now we have our hopes, but we've got Mitchell, we've got Tajin back there, and it looks like as of now, Nick Sirianni's not quite sure either. I believe Adore Jackson and Jacorian Bennett are both listed as CB2. Bennett has shown some really nice things in preseason, I think, especially I think it was last game. But obviously, with the way DeJean and Mitchell played last year, CB2 is going to be tested by our opponents. That is where the ball is going to get thrown. I'm sure Dak Prescott will be testing that side early. So we'll see what happens there. And again, hey, we've got Howie Roseman. Howie's never finished. So we'll see how that goes. But maybe that with the rest of the defense there and the rest of that secondary, they're happy with it. And then another one, speaking of the secondary, of course, is Andrew Makuba, injury prone. This is a guy who, I mean, before his injury last time, what do you have? Was it 2 games ago where he had the two turnovers, and yet this is not a man. And now he's hurt again. This is not a man who is new to injury. Had a knee injury when he was at Texas. I think he had injuries, multiple injuries, when he was playing for Clemson, and now he's injured with Philadelphia, and he's still only 22. And it's not, you know, knock on the proverbial wood. It's not like we're talking about multiple ACL tears or anything like that. But still, I mean, having a guy in the secondary or anywhere on that defense with everything that's going on, and being a well-oiled machine, having a guy in and out of the lineup in the secondary is a difficult thing for teams. And unfortunately, right now, I think, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think they're only the two other safeties on the depth chart, right? With Reed Blankenship and of course Sidney Brown as well. Who, speaking of injuries, I feel like I was high on Sidney when he came into the league. I think late in that season he started showing some stuff as well. And unfortunately, it seemed like his ACL injury sort of derailed him. We'll see if he can come back and get to what he had been before. And then finally is the defensive line. Now, look, we all know that's what happens when you win a Super Bowl. People leave because other teams are willing to overpay them, and you can't keep everyone at what they can get elsewhere. It is tough. And but do we have, speaking of Micah Parsons, do we have the edge rushers? One of the great things about this Eagles team the last 4 years or so is not just their defensive line being good, but their defensive line being deep, having that depth at to just rotate guys in and out. And look, we've got Nolan Smith, we've got Jalix Hunt, who seems to be on the rise, right? Both of them seem to be getting better and better. And fingers crossed, since they're going to be playing more, that they continue with that rise. But then it's who else is there, right? Who else is there? You've got Ajulari, you've got Olche, and then you've got they've got I swear that the Eagles defensive edge rushers are the most difficult names to pronounce in the league, because you also have Agbo Agarankwo, right? The fifth edge rusher as well. And again, is there a lot of depth there? Is there enough depth there? Can both Smith and Hunt step up? But then do we also have the depth, or are we going to grind those guys down through a long season because they're going to play a lot more snaps because we don't have that quality of depth to run guys in and out of the lineup? But anyway, those are and as you can see, they're all defense. The biggest concern offensively, knock on wood, again, is injuries. But we have weapons at wide receiver. I think we're even deep at wide receiver. Dallas Goddard. Speaking of injuries, Dallas Goddard's got to stay healthy. We've got uh, clearly a good offensive line, and we've got a great backfield. So the concerns right now going into the season for me are the defensive side of the ball, and those are the three biggest for me as well. But let me know your thoughts both on what my concerns are, and of course, if you have others that you think are bigger concerns, pop them in the comments below as well. I do appreciate it. Hey, if you're enjoying the content as we get this channel rolling, do me a favor and smash the like button so others can see this video as well, and also subscribe to the channel. That helps out tremendously. I really do appreciate it. I'm exhausted already just thinking about defending this Super Bowl, and I'm just a fan. Go Birds. I'll talk to you in the next video.